Hey guys, today's video is going to be short and sweet. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the Firebird because it has been a minute since you've seen this car. So I think the last time I posted it, I was running at Famoso and I got my mid-11 time slip, which I was stoked about. And ever since then, it hasn't really done a whole lot. I mean, it's just been kind of sitting here in the shop. I've done a couple things to the car, which I'll show you in just a minute, but really all my efforts have been put towards the Tempest. So I'm really looking forward to getting back onto this car, improving a bunch of things, and then getting back out and going racing. So yeah, let me show you the car. Here she is. And excuse the surfboards up top. The Firebird's been kind of like a storage rack for Danny's boards. So I've been calling it the Surfing Bird lately. But it looks so funny with the racing numbers and the boards on top. But yeah, so the combination is still the same. It still has a cammed aluminum 5.3. So I took an LM4, installed a TIC Performance Street Heat Stage 2 cam. And then behind that is my fully built 4L60E, and I'm talking fully built. I even went as far as changing the first and second gear ratio. So instead of a 306 first, it has a 284 first now. And I would pop the hood, but it's hard to do it one-handed. But here's what's new to the car. So as you can see, I finally got my cage finished. It's all in there. No more tack welds. The door bars are in. They're permanently in there. And sorry, I have all my racing gear in here. But I also had my floor pans installed, which I'm super happy about because now I don't have those like huge rust holes on both the driver and passenger side. It's one solid piece. And Danny actually went through the effort of painting the entire interior for me, which I'm super grateful because it looks night and day now. I mean, you can see like the door is still pretty like chalky looking, and then the rest of it is like this semi-gloss, and yeah, so it looks great. The wiring situation. So that's something that I need to get to next. I basically want to completely rewire the Firebird. It won't take too much because there's not a whole lot to hook up to in this car. It's really just lights and stuff for the engine, the gauges, switches. But I want to completely rewire it and do it right and just have everything really cleaned up, because right now a lot of the wires are hooked up and working, but they're just so long. They were never cut down and shortened to length, so I just find it looks a little messy, and I don't want it to look messy anymore. The seat isn't bolted in. I gotta find the hardware for that because I really miss driving it and I wanna take it out for a little rip soon. I also want to install line lock, so maybe I'll do a burnout video at some point. And then got my air fresheners. Shout out to O'Reilly Auto Parts for this one. I love it. Hanging with Burt Reynolds. This one's really old. It's kind of fading, but this is by Fresh Motor Company, and I just love having Burt Reynolds in my Firebird everywhere I go. But yep, that's an update on the interior. There's my big old meats in the back. Mickey Thompson Sportsman, Mickey Thompson ET Street SS. I'm talking Sportsman because I just got the Sportsmans for the Tempest. No, this is the ET Street SS. It's a 28x12 on a 15x10 Convo Pro, and this is like my favorite rear wheel tire setup ever on an Fbody. I just think it looks so good. Still haven't washed the car, so it's got a lot of rubber on it. Back here, everything's still the same. It's got the painless cutoff switch in the back. But yeah, I'm just so thrilled that the cage is done. It just looks so good now. It's no longer like bare metal and kind of like rusting through. and this is on here nice and solid. So yeah, I think what's next for the car is I really want to, you know, improve a couple more safety things on it, and like I said, redo the wiring and just get it back out on the track, get more seat time with the car. And then eventually what I want to do is, I know initially I said I wanted to build a 383 for it, but I'm thinking now, I think I want this thing to be more of a legit race car. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with like a 408 stroker deal, keep it naturally aspirated, and maybe get this thing into the 9s at some point. That would be pretty awesome. So yeah, just the same bird, but it's gonna be a lot less sketchy. I guess that's the best way to say it. Less sketchy, but the same great taste. I'll fire it up for you really quickly. I just don't want to leave it running in the shop too long because this car just stinks. So there you have it, just a quick little update on the Firebird. I promise you will be seeing more of this car soon. I've just been really focused on getting the Tempest together. But yeah, stick around for more content. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.